Hey there, and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Hollywood harbors a myriad of secrets, and one of the most intriguing involves the legendary singer Barry White. Rumors suggest that Barry White took a massive secret to his grave, something that has fueled much speculation and gossip. This secret, tied to his time in Hollywood, has everyone buzzing. We're about to delve deep into this mystery, so brace yourself for an intriguing journey. Barry Eugene Carter, who later became famous as Barry White, was born on September 12, 1944, in Galveston, Texas. His parents, Melvin A. White and Sadie Marie Carter, never married, so Barry initially took his mother's surname but later switched to his father's name. The family settled in the Watts neighborhood of South Central Los Angeles, California. Barry was the older brother of Daryl, who was just a year younger. Growing up, Barry was deeply influenced by his mother's classical music collection and developed a passion for the piano, trying to mimic what he heard on those records. When Barry was around 11, some claimed he played piano on Jesse Belvin's hit song Goodnight, My Love in 1956. However, in a 1995 interview with the Boston Herald, Barry debunked this story, suggesting it was a fabrication by journalists. Barry attended Jacob A. Riis High School, an all-boys school in southeast Los Angeles. His voice underwent a profound change when he was 13 or 14, surprising everyone, including his mother. Barry humorously recounted on Conan O'Brien's show in 2000 how his voice's sudden deepness startled both him and his mother. The Sydney Morning Herald detailed how the singer and his mother shared an emotional moment, recognizing the significant change in his vocal tone. Despite these moments of joy, Barry's life wasn't devoid of challenges. Growing up in South Central LA, he and his younger brother, Daryl, were known for their mischievous antics. Daryl, in particular, had a knack for trouble, even landing in juvenile detention at the age of 8. As they grew older, their escapades became more dangerous. During the 1960s, they were deeply involved in serious activities, with Barry himself acknowledging that they were making a name for themselves on the streets. Barry didn't shy away from his troubled past. He candidly shared his experiences with young people, emphasizing the harsh realities of street life. He had first-hand encounters with violence, facing off against rival gangs like the Slawsons and the Gladiators. A significant turning point in Barry's life came when Daryl got caught up in a violent incident and didn't survive. This tragic event was a wake-up call for Barry. Shortly afterward, he found himself in jail for stealing tires, $330,000 worth of Cadillac tires, which would be worth around $310,000 today. While in jail, Barry heard Elvis Presley's It's Now or Never on the radio, which profoundly impacted him, making him reconsider his life choices. Barry described this moment of realization in his book Love Unlimited, Insights on Life and Love. He recounted how, after 2 months in jail, he began to understand that he needed to change his ways if he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison. On his 18th birthday, he had a revelation. Instead of returning to school, he went to Capitol Records headquarters in Hollywood, where he spent hours absorbing the atmosphere of the entertainment world, deciding then and there that he wanted to be part of it. Despite not being able to read or write music, Barry was determined to change his life. Upon his release from jail, his friends invited him to join their band as the bass vocalist. Up until that point, Barry hadn't considered a career in music, but this invitation in 1960 was a game-changer. Barry's decision to pursue music wasn't enough on its own. He worked tirelessly for nearly a decade to get noticed in the competitive music industry. His persistence paid off in the 1970s, when Barry White found his groove. He didn't just sing, he also formed the group Love Unlimited and started producing music that made a significant impact. Meeting Larry Nunez was another pivotal moment for Barry. Through a mutual friend, Larry essentially bankrolled one of Barry's albums, From a Girl's Perspective We Give to You. Love Unlimited, which became a game-changer for Barry's life. This simple invitation to join a band set off a chain of events that led to Barry's monumental success.
Barry White's journey was far from easy. Breaking old habits was tough, but he knew he had to change. His hard work and determination paid off, and he eventually became a legendary figure in the music world. By the 1970s, Barry White had established himself as a major player in the industry, producing hit songs and albums that resonated with audiences worldwide. Barry's success wasn't just about his talent but also about his resilience and ability to overcome obstacles. He became known for his deep, smooth voice and soulful music, with hits like Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe and You're the First, The Last, My Everything, cementing his place in music history. Despite his incredible success, Barry faced numerous health challenges later in life. He suffered from weight issues, high blood pressure, and kidney failure, which eventually took a toll on his career. Even as his health declined, Barry continued to perform. He experienced a stroke at 58 that left him speech-impaired and partially paralyzed. Despite these setbacks, Barry's passion for music never waned. In one of his last public appearances, he performed in Sydney, Australia, in 2000. Although he couldn't stand and give his best performance due to edema, a condition causing body tissue swelling. Barry's health issues were met with mixed reactions from fans. Some were disappointed by his inability to perform at his peak, while others remained loyal and supportive. Barry's determination to continue performing despite his ailments was a testament to his love for music and his fans. Barry White passed away on July 4, 2003, at the age of 58. His health had steadily deteriorated, and he ultimately succumbed to heart failure. He left behind a legacy of soulful music and a profound impact on the music industry. Barry's remains were cremated, and his ashes were scattered in the Pacific Ocean off the California coast. Barry White was born Barry Eugene Carter on September 12, 1944, in Galveston, Texas. His parents, Melvin White and Sadie Marie Carter, never married, so Barry initially took his mother's last name. Later on, he adopted his father's surname. Barry and his younger brother, Daryl, were raised in the Watts neighborhood of South Central Los Angeles, California. From a young age, Barry was drawn to music, particularly the classical pieces his mother played.
He learned to play the piano by mimicking what he heard on her records. As a teenager, Barry's voice underwent a significant change, dropping to the deep, resonant tone he became famous for. He humorously recalled on Conan O'Brien's show in 2000 how his new voice startled both him and his mother when he first spoke with it. Despite this early sign of his future career, Barry's youth wasn't without its troubles. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, he and Daryl often found themselves in precarious situations. Daryl even ended up in juvenile detention when he was only 8. Barry's turning point came when he was imprisoned for stealing tires. During his incarceration, he heard Elvis Presley's "It's Now or Never" on the radio, a moment that inspired him to change his life. Determined to avoid a future behind bars, Barry decided to pursue a career in music. On his 18th birthday, instead of attending school, he went to Capitol Records headquarters in Hollywood, where he stood for hours, feeling the energy of the entertainment industry and deciding that he wanted to be a part of it. Despite not knowing how to read or write music, Barry joined a band as a bass singer. This opportunity marked the beginning of his long and arduous journey in the music industry. Throughout the 1960s, Barry worked tirelessly to get noticed. His breakthrough came in the 1970s, when he formed the group Love Unlimited and began producing and performing music that quickly gained popularity. Meeting Larry Nunez, a wealthy businessman who financed one of Barry's albums, was a pivotal moment in his career. This partnership helped Barry establish himself in the music world. Barry White's deep, soulful voice and romantic lyrics earned him the title of Walrus of Love and made him a beloved figure in both the US and the UK. His hits like Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe, and You're the First, the Last, My Everything remain timeless classics. However, his career was not without its struggles. Health issues, including weight problems, high blood pressure, and kidney failure, plagued him in his later years. Despite these challenges, Barry continued to perform until he suffered a stroke in 2003, which left him unable to speak and eventually led to his death on July 4, 2003, at the age of 58. In the wake of his death, disputes over his estate arose, highlighting the complexities of his personal life. Barry never formalized a will, leading to legal battles between his children, his longtime girlfriend Catherine Denton, and his widow, Glodian James. Despite these challenges, Barry White's legacy endures through his music, which continues to inspire and move listeners around the world. His unique voice and heartfelt songs have secured his place as one of the greatest soul singers of all time.